Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast with Acoustika. My name is Valerie. Always a pleasure to sit down with an artist on this couch. Today with me is.
On it.
We've actually shot this 3 times already. But you need to hear Connect's full name. Connect, tell them your full name.
Yeah, I connect the dots.
He connects the dots. Connect, interestingly enough, is an Abuja artist, low key. And I want you guys in the comment section to tell me, Abuja artists, if you're based in Abuja, have you ever seen this gentleman before? Do you know of him before? Please let us know in the comment section. But Connect, where have you been?
Yeah, I've been underground, putting in the work, trying to do what I'm supposed to do. So literally that's what I've been doing.
When you say underground, because what does it mean to be an underground artist these days? Does that mean that you don't have a certain number as your fan base? How would you define being an underground artist?
Personally, to me, I think being an underground artist is like usually trying to like being on the come up. Like you're not yet popping, so you're just trying to be out there, trying to let people know what you got and share what you have with the world. So I think that's what it takes to be an underground artist.
So do you think that you're now in the second phase of artistry? Like if you're not an underground artist, what are you?
Oh, I don't know. I would say I'm an underdog. Like I'm an artist trying to like put in the effort to be out there. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm constantly putting in the work. But to be an underground artist, not skit. You understand? It's like it's very 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 complicated and stressful. So, but it's what you love. So you just gotta doing what you do.
And you love music.
Yeah, a lot. So
What kind of music do you make? I'm just meeting Connect for the first time today. I listened to some of his music just before we shot, and I have some questions. But what kind of music? Tell the people what music you
yeah.
make.
So I think for me, I think I'm a straight up hip hop artist, but lately I've just been trying to like be flexible with the sound. So I'm just trying to find my own sound and trying to see how I can, experiment something out that has never been there before. So that's what I've been working on.
Never been there. You want to create something new?
Yeah. That's the goal actually.
Oh, but
It's a
but
work in
if you are
process.
basing it off of a genre like hip hop, doesn't that already mean that it's not new?
I sing too actually. I sing too. I do a lot of stuff. So I'm
Okay.
trying to like blend in my 'cause I think I have my own vibe, my own style.
Connect, you mentioned that you were an underground artist.
I'm actually.
You are still an underground artist. Okay. What's your vibe right now as an underground artist?
Well, I think at this point of my life, I'm just trying to, put in the work and try to stay consistent. You understand? Despite the fact that it's not easy, but I think that's my major goal right now. I'm not interested in nothing X right
Yeah.
now aside those two factors. So
What does consistency look like for you?
yeah, I think personally, from my own point of view, I think it means for you to be able to like put something out there, put yourself out there, even on days that you ain't feeling like it. So I think that's very complex, but as time goes on, it becomes part of you. So that's what I'm working on basically.
Okay, so you're trying to you just to make sure I get this straight. You're trying to build consistency now in the music.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you're now taking the music more as business, or like are you becoming serious with your music career?
I don't know, personally, I think it has always been that way. Look,
Mm.
yeah. Like I record a lot. Like I'm always like working on something. I'm always trying to put some stuff together. So it has always been that way.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to take it to another level. So I think that's what I'm working on.
Soft. What are you cooking right now? Which of your beans is on the fire?
Different type of me.
Tell me. I want to eat. The people want to eat. Tell the people what you're cooking.
Depends on what they want to eat. I basically have all dishes all set out. So depends on what they want. So I have everything. I'm a piano, hip hop, R&B, drill, Afro drill. I'm into music in general.
So wait, is this like for a project? You mean that you have all these sounds on the project, or in general, like everybody should just fear your return? Connect is coming. I'm doing everything.
Look, I've always been like consistent with my project. Like last year, I actually dropped a project titled Crying on Smile Later. Last 2 years, I dropped another project titled Elevating. But this year, I think I want to work on something a little bit different. So
Okay.
I'm trying to infuse a little bit of Afrobeat into my hip hop bars. You understand?
Ah.
So I have like an album coming up soon that I'm working on. So it's different. Something.
But as someone who, before we touch on the project, as someone who was rapping solely on hip hop beats, what was that transition into mixing Afro and hip hop like?
Well, it's just the same thing because when you're connected, there's no limits to the vibes you can catch, you understand? So the vibes just keep coming. So I just keep putting it down so the world can hear it. So
When you're connected with who?
the source actually connected
Connect
to
the
Jesus.
dots.
Yeah.
He's connecting the dots. Tell us about your project. What's the upcoming project called?
Okay, so on November 9th, I'm actually dropping a single titled Hot Cake.
Okay, that's also Connect's birthday. I know this because I spoke to him already.
Yeah, that's also on my birthday. So it's actually very special to me, just to let you know how special the track is to me. So I have a project on the 9th coming up, Hot Cake. Then afterwards, there's an album coming up afterwards, but the date is not yet disclosed. But there's something cooking definitely.
Okay, so we don't have a date for the album, but we know that your single is coming out November 9th on your birthday. Where can people find it? Where can your fans find it? Do you think you have fans?
I have my two fans now, so I
At least
need
people
more
love you.
fans.
People care about you.
I have my two sure fans, but definitely, yeah, I want more fans. I want more people to like get to know me and get to stream my songs and see what I have in stock for them. That kind of vibe.
Okay.
There's a lot, though.
There's a lot in store. I have, because when you brought up the fact that you're releasing November 9th, I had a question. There seems to be a belief within the industry that releasing later into the year doesn't make sense.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm an underground artist. So that doesn't really infusing us being
Oh,
underground artists means we can do whatever we like. We can
okay.
drop whenever, even on Christmas Day. So we are free. So we're just trying to get the audience and try to gather our own community. So I think for me, it doesn't really matter. I drop anytime I feel like dropping.
So music for you is still like a feeling thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's beyond feeling right now. It's
Yes.
getting really serious, but yeah, the feeling is there, the emotion is there. It comes naturally. So I just put it out when I feel like it's the right time.
Absolutely love that. What's other than music though? What can the people know you for? Because artists are supposed to build brands, and an important thing outside of a brand is who can we identify you with
Yeah,
outside of your music. So
yeah. I'm into this creative process, this creative space at a whole. Like I'm into making music. I draw, I do photography.
okay.
Like anything that concerns entertainment or creative process, I'm very interested because I tend to like have some crazy ass ideas that could be of benefit to the actual process. So I like being present in such environmental space. So basically, I'm just there for the entertainment and creative process as a whole.
If I randomly drop a beat right now, will you freestyle?
I go bars now. I go bars for bars, but
Wow. Do you guys want me to see I can do like an 8 bar thing, like a pum chicken.
yeah, that's calm.
I sure
Definitely.
she'll run it. But we have a cipher coming up at Jukebox, so I believe that we'll see Connect
Hopefully,
at a
inshallah.
cipher so
If
that
they
he
want to see me,
can.
they should let me know so I could.
Ooh, Connect says let him know if you want to see what
Yeah,
he can
yeah. They
do.
have to actually connect me so I can be present. So
I feel you. I feel you, my bro. What would you like to say thus far to the people of Abuja or the music community, the underground music community?
yeah. So personally, I just think like I know like there are a lot of big artists out there that have already made it out, the Abuja scene, and they're like mainstream right now, you understand? So personally, I think for an underground artist, what is majorly important is like you trying to put in the work, or I don't think there's a shortcut, you understand? You just have to really, really put in the work and be really into what you do. You understand? It has to come naturally. That's where you catch the audience from. So it just has to be natural and you just have to be consistent regardless. So I think for an upcoming artist, you just have to be consistent and try to share your sound with the world. Don't hold your sounds.
That was so touching. That last don't hold your sound was like you are talking
Yeah.
to yourself and
Yeah, I'm
somebody else
talking to myself
specifically.
basically because I'm very, 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 very like I'm very indecisive. Sometimes I just make a sound and I'm like, I don't fuck with it. But when I play it for someone else, they were like, wow, it sounds great. So I think it's the same thing for majorly almost all the creative, prospects out there. So
Yeah.
I think they should just try to put your sound out there regardless, even if you don't like it. Provided the production is good, what you're saying, you understand what you're saying, you could just share it. You never know.
You mentioned that you started coming out some more in Abuja. Yeah. Who are some artists that you are excited to work with, some people that you've checked and you're like, okay, so
it's been crazy. Like I've really had the privilege to work with a lot of, like, personally, a lot of legends here in the Abuja scene.
that's
Like,
wonderful.
yeah, it's been like huge privilege. So
Name drop. We are shameless about that here. Name drop, tell us.
So I think I have a project with my boss SK. Yeah, I have an unreleased
big
song
fan.
that he actually came through for me. You understand? It's titled Desperado. It's not yet out, but still on the fire. You understand?
I feel like you have a tattoo
It's
called
special.
Desperado.
Yeah.
Sharp,
Actually,
I noticed that.
yeah. So I had to involve SK on it because I think personally I really fuck with his lyrics, his sound, and his work rate and all that. So needed someone like that. So I had SK on that project. I also have another project titled Like This. I featured Zilla Oaks. Same, I think last year or I think earlier this year. Yeah, this year. Featured Zilla Oaks. So it's still on the fire. So there are a lot of projects out there too. A lot of producers I've worked with here in the Abuja scene, like BK, Irigo, Bunny Clava. There are a lot of them. So I've just been there, literally. I've been
Literally
underground.
been cooking
Yeah.
underground. So
back
that's
to
why you're
back.
prepared for us going into
Yeah.
the next year.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to see how connects us into 2025. He might be the one to set the tone for the year. He might not. Watch out.
2024 too, though.
Ooh, 2024 too.
Yeah.
Please stay tuned November 9th. Connect's about to drop and change the world. Connect, before you leave,
Yeah.
can you say a word to fans?
Well, I just think, like, I appreciate everyone that have been showing love. You know, I don't actually mind having two fans, provided they are there for me and they're always streaming, supporting, sharing. I think that's all that really matters. So I just appreciate everyone out there giving us the platform to, like, show what we got in stock. So I think till then we just have to keep putting in the work and showing up. So you guys should just stay around.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we hope we have been able to connect you and not disconnect you from Connect the Dots session. This was the podcast session with Acoustika. With me on the couch was
Onet, also known as C4E, also known as iConnectddot, Mr. iConnectddot. So